Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. So here again, I have another beautiful summer dress that I actually made for my client's baby, and this is the picture. So if this is what you like, kindly stay till the end of this video. So starting with the pattern, I actually went for that to draft the pattern. These have an half length cut, and then the neckline actually is a square neckline. This is actually the first time I'm making this kind of neckline. I kind of love it actually, and it came out so well. So drafting the pattern wasn't so hard. It's something that I have an idea about, although I haven't really made it before. So I just went for that to draft the pattern, and that was it. So going further to the material I'm going to be using, I'm making use of this beautiful crepe. Yeah, so it's actually crepe that I'm making use of. I really liked it. This is about the yard, 3 yard or 4 yard, I think so. So when I was done, I just had to fold them together and then pin all of it, because I'm going to be marking each of them one after the other. So taking my chalk, and I'm just adding 1 inch for the side, and you can see that the baby is actually plus side so to speak. I don't mean to say that actually. So I'm just adding like 1 inch by the side and then half inch for the downside as well. So going for that, to just after marking all of that, I make sure that I close the dart for the back. I actually had to close the dart. I didn't want it to have that. I wanted it to be dartless actually. And then as you guys can see that there's the lining underneath. I actually made use of a cotton lining for this dress. So I make use of cotton lining, and cutting all of them together makes it a bit more easier and better actually. I think this is actually the bag, because I could see that I'm just cutting it out by the center back as well. So I added half inch all the way, including the armhole. I'm so sorry, I actually have cold, don't mind my voice, but I got to do this. So when I was done with that, this is what I have. I really love the way it came out. It's very beautiful. So going for that, to just go ahead to start with the skirt part. I have to draw gathers on this, guys. It wasn't easy, honestly. I don't know if there's any other way I can actually draw gathers without me doing it. It's usually not funny. I really do not like it, but hey, I have to. So, and you know that the dress actually have like a two-step kind, so to speak. Yeah, the first layer, which is the waist, first, second, and it's actually third layer dress. So you could see that I have to draw gathers on all of them all together. So I started with the skirt because it takes more time to do that, but at the end of the day it looks really beautiful, and after all. So when I was done with it finally, guys, I have to just go over and give it a nice press. I always make sure that I iron my dress. If you guys have been watching a few of my videos, you know that I love to iron. As long as I am sewing, I love to iron. It makes work easy, instead of sewing all of it before you start ironing. So I just went for that to iron and do a lot of ironing. This actually has like two sides. So the first, which is the front, I actually had to do them separate, and then the back to separate. So it wasn't like it was also like it was a 360-degree flare that I actually cut, but then I made sure that I do them separately, because it's going to have pockets, but I used 360-degree to actually cut this out. Finally, I was done with the ironing, and I went further to just join all of these together, the upper part and then the down part together. So I wasn't able to make the video while I was joining the upper part, that's the skirts, to the up side, and then also the beautiful sleeve that I attached there. I actually cut that was actually really long for the sleeve, and then I gathered it together. Then from the sleeve, from the edge of the sleeve, I just marked 1 inch and then put gather the sleeve on that, just on top, and then sew it before I actually attached my lining, just so that I could get a very neat finishing, right guys. I really wanted to have a very neat finishing. So this is when I was fixing my zipper together with the dress. So when I was done with that, I had to use the lining to actually turn this. Okay, so I used the lining to actually turn this, and started sewing that together, just so that I could get that nice nice finishing. And then everything, all the rough edges and everything, it's going to be underneath the lining, not showing outside. It gives you that ready-made like dress that you normally buy for how many dollars. So when I was done, this is how cute it was. It was really looking very beautiful. And of course, the lining, I have to fold that in as well. I took my time to just fold that half inch in, half inch in. That's about 1 inch. And then I really enjoy sewing this dress, to be honest. Although it has to be a little bit stressful when it comes to the down part, that I had to do a lot of gathering. And then apart from that, I really love it. It was really nice, to be honest. And look at how the inside of this dress, that's the inside is actually the black part, as you guys can see, and it looks really beautiful in my perspective. I hope you guys also like the way it looks, and I hope you guys also love it. Can you see the waist area? Can you see it? Come on. And this is the main bodies, of course. You can see the square line. And I always iron my zip sometimes, when I'm ironing or when I'm sewing it at first. At the end of the day, it's kind of twists a bit bent. I really don't know how to put that, but when I'm done sewing it, I go over to my ironing table and then make sure that I iron it out properly. Iron the waist and then the sleeve part. You can see the fact that I'm just arranging them and then giving them a nice press, guys. At this point, I had to go over and check the waist area, if it's really actually her waist measurement that I use. And yeah, it was actually the same thing I measure. And yeah, this dress also have a belt. So I'm actually copying the red dress that I have, so I'm duplicating that to this one. So I just had to put my Amy gum to that and iron it out. When I was done, I actually thought this hanger could just give me a nice thing, but then it didn't. I felt so happy and I was so excited. So I actually did not have a mannequin, a baby mannequin for me to put this, but this looks really beautiful. I just had to put it on my bed and then look for how to snap this or video it. But thank goodness I was able to just do this anyways. I really love the way it came out. I like everything about this dress. The square neckline, it was beautiful. Look at the finishing process, the gathers. It was just giving, it was really giving. And yeah, I had to go over to pack it in that nylon, ready to be delivered. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video on another summer dress. Bye.